Hello, it's us. We're back, and welcome to ABW Preview. Didn't used to do these live, but thought it'd be a lot easier if I do, because then I can remind you lot that we'll be live after the game as well. Why are we back? I hear people asking. Well, the world is on fire again, and everyone's been told to stay in. It's freezing cold, so I can't go out. The offspring has moved to staying up north, so I've got nothing to do. So I just sit around all day. It's me and the cats doing nothing. So I thought I'll bring back doing some live shows. So we're going to do as many preview shows as I can be up for. Do them about an hour before the game starts, and then the post-game shows tonight. It's going to be me and Carl and Craig from the Same Old Arsenal podcast, and we'll be going live about 5 minutes after the game, maybe 10. I don't know. It depends what Carl's doing. Depends if you're making yourself something to eat. Anyway, with me tonight, it's the man who should have been on last night, but Josh hasn't seen the game, and John was called away, so they didn't do the show. It's Nick. Howdy doody, Nick.
How you getting on, Danny?
I have got my electrical hand warmer, which is also a battery charger. I've got two of them. I am so cold. I've got two halogen heaters on next to me, and I've got the big fire wrong way, and I've got that big one over there, and that's Bergie underneath of it. You right, Bergie?
Is that real fire? I just thought that was like a picture.
Oh, Bergie. It's a pussycat. No, it's a halogen heater. It's I think it's 3.2 kilowatts of heat comes out of that. Yes.
Is that good?
Well, you don't want to get too close to it. I've got a couple of ottomans underneath it, and then a big blanket over it, so all that's over there is warm. That's why Berkey's laying there, because it's nice and warm. And yes, that's it. So let's say hello to some of the people. There's me. I forgot to say there's a £5 billion for the first person in there, and that was me. I'm claiming that. Lids says hello. Carl Lawaris. I don't think that's our Carl. Probably not. Back again, good job. I don't know if they mean them or us. There's us. Berkey's had enough. He's wandering off. Grumpy Gooner. Oh, hello there. Me asking how everyone is. Mike Harniman. Hello, evening Gooners. Hello, Mike. It's nice to see you. Is that your Storm FM? That's his Storm FM logo. He does stuff with that. Can't say what. It's top secret. Oh, it's Richard. Richard's. It's a one-hand clap because he's only got one hand. Richard's poorly. That's why he's not been on in a while, because he hurt himself being a silly old man. Need to take a sit down, Rich, and behave yourself. Paul Neal, evening Danny, Nick and chat. Yes, hello. Right, so this is going to be about 15-20 minutes, however long we go on for. So Nick, I think the first thing we need to do is cover, like we did when we used to do the non-live preview shows, go over the last three results. Now, you can't even go and comparing this team to the last team is pointless. So it came against Man United 1st of November, so that was 2020, over a year ago. So many changes in management for both for them, and a change in players, so many for both of us. All previous games are meaningless. That's why when someone goes, the last 6 meetings, even the last one's meaningless, but we'll go over it. We went to Man United in the league, beat them 1-0 with a goal from Aubameyang. And the game before that was the 30th of September 2019. We went there and we drew 1-1. I have got the game up, Nick. Who did I say scored? Did Aubameyang get both?
Yeah, I think you said Aubameyang scored a penalty.
Oh, that was the last one. And the 1-1, which is... I got the wrong way around, haven't I? There you go. There's the 1-1. It was Aubameyang. So McTominay scored after 45 minutes, and then Aubameyang scored after 58. Players that we had playing in that game that have now left the club is Papadopoulos, Luiz, Guendouzi, Torreira, Ceballos, Nelson, and Willock. We've all gone out on loan, or they're never coming back. And then the game before that was we drew 2-2 there on the 5th of December 2018. Are all three games roughly around the same time of year? November, September, December. Oh, very nice. And we went 1-0 up with Shokwadan Mustafi. Never heard of him. He's now playing for a average La Liga team. And then Martial scored for them after 30 minutes. And then Marcus Rojo scored an own goal after 68. And immediately Jesse Lingard in the 69th minute went and scored for them. And half of the team we got playing then I don't even recognise. And Ramsey was playing for us. That's how long ago that was.
Who?
Yeah,
Who's Ramsey? Can't
And
remember him.
Stefan Lichtsteiner came on for Holding after 36 minutes.
Oh my God,
Wow.
I've completely forgotten he existed.
It's probably for the best that we do. Oh, we've got some more notes in here. Oh, here we go. Mike Harneman. Don't worry, Danny. It's not top secret as a vaccine program. Shh. Can't mention that. Beep. Not talking about that. Richard says, yep, I've been told I have to retire from playing football, not by the doctors or anything, but the wife. She's sick of me hurting myself. Oh, no. Screen Boy's there. Hey. That's a name I recognise. So what's your thoughts about the previous games, Nick? Do they have any relevance to tonight's game, or is it a load of old hogwash, poppycock nonsense?
Yeah, especially going that far back. I mean, let's say now Ollie's gone. I don't think it really matters because I think Arteta hasn't actually lost to United or to Ollie since he'd been there. So I don't think it really matters. Like you say, what was it, 5 or 6 players who played in one of the last couple of games aren't even there anymore?
Yeah.
I think that sums up. So I don't think Rojo's at Man U anymore either, is he?
I've got no idea where he's gone. Probably gone to PSG or somewhere like that. Looking at even the last game a year ago, Bellerin's out on loan. Leno's out in the cold. Williams left the club. And Nketiah's never playing for us again. And Mustafi's left the club. And that's just in just over 12 months. 3 or 4 players have gone. Mad. But progress, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, it's best to get rid of them because they were all useless.
We've got some more people in there. We have got DJ Samuel. Says, good evening, everyone. Hello, that's my initials, DJ. Hey, you got the same initials as me, DJS. If I'd have known that, I'd have baked a cake. And Hambo Gumball. Was this a Nick Havertz-esque? Oh, no, I detected. Oh, Nick Havertz. He is the reason why I am alive. Friday, not Sunday show. I don't like that. It's too political. But on a Friday and a Saturday, 10 p.m. LBC. I'm a good boy. I am. That's all you need to know. Magnificent. Paul Neal. Got to find a group of guys that are not trying to win the Champions League in a 7v7 pickup game. Haha. Everyone has work the next day. What does he mean by that?
I have no idea.
Oh, I play ice hockey and have the same issue. Excellent. There you go. Yeah, so I'll just read your messages out as we go along. So, players gone. No real relevance. Might as well just forget about previous results, Nick. We agree on that, didn't we?
Yeah, years. I was thinking about this the other day. We used to have the same team for 3, 4, 5 years in a row. Everyone would be there. Players would be there for, I won't say life, but, their career and stuff like that. It just doesn't happen anymore. I think 3 years maximum, a lot of players now, if that.
Oh, he says in reply to Mike. Okay. You got me there, Paul. Did wonder what you're on about. Just shows I'm reading your comments. That's good. Right, something that is a little bit more relevant, Nick. Let's look at form in the league. Right, so where did I put the 4-1? I had all my things all set up, and then I moved them, and then I put them back to front. Right, form. Let's go for the last 6 games. We are 4th in the league. 1-4, drawn 1, lost 1, scored 10, conceded 7. And form-wise in the league, have a guess where Man United are. I'm going to tell you, but where do you think they are?
Well, I guess, even though I told you earlier, 10th.
No, form, not home form.
Oh, form?
Yeah.
Probably quite bad. Maybe 17th?
19th.
Wow, it's even worse.
It's 1-1, drawn 1, lost 4, scored 7, conceded 16. Now, you look at the amount of money they spent on the players. No, Raphael to his mates hasn't played much. But they've still got De Gea in goal. But they've got old Slabhead that cost them, what was it, 80 million quid or something? Some crazy amount of money. Now, the only game they won, they went to Spurs and beat them 3-0. That's their only win in 6. So, and if you look
everyone goes to Spurs and win, don't they?
Everywhere they go, Tottenham get battered. Now, what I was saying is in the home form, Man United are 15th in total this season. 1-3, drawn 1, lost 3, scored 10, conceded 11. And Arsenal's away form, we're 11th. 1-2, drawn 1, I don't know why this is so hard for me to read. Lost 3, scored 3. We've scored 3 away goals all season, and we've conceded 11. So between the two of us, they've conceded 22 goals in relevant fixtures this season. Does that mean we're in for a slobber knocker of goals?
Either that or a 0-0 bore fest, because I think our away form pretty much matches their home form by the looks of it.
Can't be 0-0. There's no way that's going to be 0-0. I don't want a 0-0. I'd rather have a 5-5. So how do you think the game's going to go?
I do think there's going to be goals, to be honest. But yeah, it depends. That depends what they're doing, because obviously now Ollie's gone. These lot are like playing for I won't say playing for Carrick, but obviously the new interim part-time manager coming in. And so they can't really blame Ollie for everything now. So a lot of these players at United have actually got to step up, especially with this new guy coming. I think they've announced it now, hasn't he? He's got the work permit. I think that's the last I heard of it. So I think that's all but official. I don't know if it is official, but yeah, there's no excuse. I think they've really got to start now. And I'm not sure, Carrick's played with a few of these players as well, so I think he knows what he's doing.
Yeah, good. Right, let's move on to. I think it's probably going to be a draw. Oh, here we go. We've got some predictions. Yeah, got your predictions. Put them in the chat. I'll highlight them. Richard says so either 4-4 or 0-0. I think that's what we're thinking. Mike Harneman says won't be 0-0, probably 2-2. Paul Nell. Did I say Neil earlier? I need glasses. 1-1. Don't see our back line letting in more than 2. Liverpool have been the only exception. That before anybody shouts, when the first couple of games of the season, when the first 3, we didn't have the defenders and goalkeeper we've got now. So yeah, I agree with you.
I'm going to go 3-1 to us, though.
3-1.
Yeah, I'm going to go for it. But then I also said we'd beat Liverpool, so don't pay no attention to me.
Yeah, I was going to ignore you. I'm going to go for 2-2. I think Paul's got a point. We don't let in many goals, and there will be goals because they can't. We've got too many decent players. How about first goal scorer? If you had to put a shiny penny on that, who'd you go for?
Thomas Partey.
What from the halfway line?
Yes, he's finally going to score from the halfway line.
I'm gonna trump you with that, and I can't actually. I was going to say Tavares from the halfway line, but I'm not going to say Tavares. Do you know why?
I know why. I've got the same thinking, really.
Yeah, all right. Let's talk about the lineup. We know it. We know what most of the lineup's going to be. There's no point talking goalkeeper, centre backs, right back, or right midfield, left midfield, because hopefully Saka's going to play. I've not heard anything. If anybody in the chat heard whether Saka's playing or not, Smith Rowe's going to be the other side, and so the only questions are going to be if it's going to be Tierney or Tavares at left back, and who's going to play up front, Nick.
Well, I think Aubameyang will definitely be up front, to be honest. I think he does, like I say, he does quite well against United, and their centre-halves are not exactly the best. But left back, I think he's got to bring back Tierney, to be honest, because I think they'll have looked at, even though we did really well in the last game against Newcastle, I mean, they're bottom of the league and the only team in, all the divisions to not actually win a game.
It's like, it's like Andy, Mark, who is it? I spoke to Mark on a podcast last night. So it's Andy who writes the Arsenal books. He did a tweet saying Newcastle are the Invincibles because they haven't won a single game all season in any competition. Absolute joke.
It is bad. All that money and they can't do anything. But yeah, I think Carrick and United or whoever, they'll have looked at how he got torn apart a bit at Liverpool. And I think with the players they've got, quick players, like Ronaldo and Sancho and people like that. I think they would target him. I think the two things they'd target is definitely him as a defensive weakness. And if he's playing or not, I don't know. I think Saka, I think they'd target him with their old, usual rotational fouling and stuff like that. So if he's not 100% fit, or even if he is, I'd leave him on the bench. And I would definitely give Martinelli a start. And then we've got someone, we're either winning and then we can bring on Tavares later to sort of help shut up shop, or we've got Saka to bring on to try and create something in the last half an hour.
Richard says Tavares starts and that's official. That's the team sheets come out?
Well, yeah, I told you it comes out an hour before the game.
Did you tell me that?
Yeah, I said, are we going to wait for it? And you said no.
I just took no notice. Sorry, I'm just when I've got a million windows open. Right, starting lineup is this has been released by SofaScore. Who tweeted this? I'll tell you in a minute. So we know, same back four as last time. Martinelli on the right, Partey and Elneny in the middle, Smith Rowe on the left, Odegaard, and then Aubameyang up front.
So he's dropped Lokonga for Elneny then.
He must be injured or something because Man United have got a front four of Jadon Sancho, Fernandes, Marcus Rashford, and Cristiano Ronaldo up front.
It's not bad. What about at the back? Because they said Varane and Cavani were early December, so I didn't know if they play.
Takehiro in goal, Lindelof and Maguire as centre backs, Telles at left back because Shaw is still injured, and Dalot, I don't know who you are, at right back with McTominay and Fred in the middle. So not much creativity in the middle, but
no.
Bloody hell, our back 4-5 are in for a busy night. Mohamed Elneny, though, why would you play him there?
If you remember, I think it was it the Man United game last season where him and Partey actually had a stormer, didn't they, in that game? They played really, really well together.
Yeah.
I don't think they've played together since, but...
But, so Saka's obviously injured. Martinelli's
on the bench.
It doesn't say who tweeted this. Oh, it's Andrew the Hinkley Gooner tweeted it. The bench is Okonwo, Tierney, Holding, Maitland-Niles, Lokonga, Pepe, Saka, Lacazette, and Ketia. I mean, if you've got Lokonga and Saka on the bench, I'll tell you, this bloke just confused. What are the people in the chat saying? Oh, there's loads of people there. Team news. Paul says Twitter's out to Bernd. Elneny is starting. Mahanuman, Elneny in midfield, a very strange one. Richard is complaining Elneny starting because me, Richard, and Elneny were all Egyptian. I'm 2% Egyptian. I've had my DNA done. And Mike says Gabby starts, Saka on the bench. That's weird. Here we go. Ms. West Lower. I used to be East Lower. Elneny is starting, no Partey at all. Hey? No, Partey is playing. Yeah, Partey is. Lokonga on the bench too. Sai, hello. ABW is live. Nice. How you doing, Sai? Does this officially mark the end of Pepe? That's a good question, Nick. Pepe's on the bench and Martinelli's come straight in after one good sub-appearance.
Yeah, probably. I mean, yeah, we overpaid for him. Obviously, some dodgy dealings happened for the 70 mil. He's just too inconsistent. For like a game, he could be on fire and then he could go missing for another 5. So, yeah, and obviously Smith Rowe and Saka have stood up, and Martinelli, I mean, I think he should have been playing a lot more over the last 12 months, to be honest, because I know he had the bad injury, so he lost almost the whole season through that. But I mean, you can see he came on, he's just hungry and he wants it, and he's probably not for the best, but he's one of these that would run through a brick wall to try and score a goal, whether he gets injured or not. Whereas Pepe, I think he just get kicked off the ball and then he just think, I'm not playing anymore. I want to go back to France where everyone likes me.
He'll do good. Wherever he goes, he'll do good. He just doesn't fit into the Arteta style. Richard says, think Mikel is thinking of Elneny offers a bit more defensive physicality. Maybe he's been told to go out there and just kick all their players until they're injured, and then we'll take you off once you're virtually on the second yellow.
It's basically Paul, Phil Neville then.
That's it. He's going to go and Phil Neville the entire team. Paul says, I think it shows that Arteta has more faith in Gabby than Pepe. I would think Tommy and Pepe would link up well. Yes. Richard says, Partey, the Egyptian Perlo, had a blinder at Old Trafford last season. He did. Mike says Pepe will go next season. We've done 19 minutes already. So that's the team. Now that you know the team, Nick, are you revising your score?
No, I'm going to stick with that 3-1.
Yes, I think there might be a red tonight as well.
There's definitely going to be a penalty and red card.
Yeah, I'm still going 2-1. 1-0 to us, 1-1, and then we're going to go 2-1 up, and then Ronaldo's going to dive and get a penalty in the last 5 minutes.
So you mean 2-2?
Matt Roberts is here. Hello, Matt. You right? He says hello all. Miss Westlower says, yes, Partey is starting. Sorry, I was shocked to see El Neni starting, not Lokonga. You're blinded by the El Neni.
It does seem away at Old Trafford's a funny time to give him. Is it? I don't know if was it the first game of the season he started when everyone had COVID?
I think it is. Apart from League Cup.
Yeah, maybe.
That could go down as a masterstroke, or it could go down as an absolute nightmare. Either way, we will be back 5 minutes after 5 or 10 minutes after tonight's game. It's me and Carl and Craig from the Same Old Arsenal podcast, and we will be back to entertain you then. So if you like this, give it a thumbs up. If you give it a thumbs down anymore, YouTube have decided that you're not allowed to see it. So ABW are doing a thing where we're going to tell you how many thumbs down our shows have got. We're going to do a little screen grab of our YouTube page where we get to see the thumbs down, just so that if the haters can still see their hating is working. Maybe subscribe if you're new, and we will see you 5-10 minutes after the game. Cheers, Nick. This has been it's been good.
Yeah, hopefully it gets better next time.
Hopefully it will do. Thank you very much. Oh, we've got some people are saying goodbye. Hambo says tatars. I'm not sure which one that is. Oh, Matt says, is there a new manager going to be in the dugout? I'm not sure that he is. Ralph Ragnarok, whatever his name is. Paul says, I don't hate the lineup. Come on, you gooners. Oh, and the very last message from Cepho. Time to see if this really is a different Arsenal. See if we're going to beat them when we are supposed to. Let's finish it with this. Mike Harneman. Cheers, guys. Come on, you Gunners. See you after the game.
Right.